While it seems celebrities can live the high life, they're also prone to money troubles just like you and I, though to a much more aggressive degree. Here are some of the poorest celebrities, and just how they got to that point. Anyone growing up in the late 90s or early 2000s knew the name Lindsay Lohan. From her breakout hit with The Parent Trap to young adult fame with Mean Girls, Lohan was on top of the world and worth an estimated $30 million. However, just a few years after amassing that fame, her spending habits and wild lifestyle began to get the best of her. She began partying and spending money to such an extent that she dropped from $30 million to just $100,000 in only 4 years. Since then, Lohan has been working to re-establish her reputation, going to rehab and taking more serious work. As of this date, it is rumored that her net worth is around $600,000. Most famous for his role alongside Jackie Chan in the Rush Hour movies, Chris Tucker lived the high life for years, up until the IRS went after him for his refusal to pay back taxes for the years of 2001 all the way up to 2006. His next big paycheck in Rush Hour 3 was squandered in fees to the government, and soon his net worth of multi-millions had dwindled down to the extent that he owed nearly $12 million back. His career has taken off again recently, as he's jump-started a new stand-up show and is getting back into making movies, if not at a slower rate. He'll eventually pay off his debts, and then maybe he can sleep in some profits. Until then, however, he'll just have to make do with his notoriety and mass fame. Kate Gosselin was, at one point, one of the United States' biggest reality stars. The mother and star of reality show Jon and Kate Plus 8 received huge sums of money during her stint on the program for 7 seasons. When she separated from her husband, she took a stab at her own show, Kate Plus 8, and also managed to appear on other shows including Dancing with the Stars. She wrote books, would often speak at numerous high-profile conventions, and was swimming in a net worth of almost $4 million at one point. However, her lifestyle soon got the best of her, as her children's college expenses and home care continued to rack up. It probably didn't help that she bought a multi-million-dollar home, and proceeded to get expensive plastic surgery and drop $2,000 on haircuts. Her net worth is now estimated to be approximately $50,000. Basketball superstar Allen Iverson was once considered one of the finest players in the NBA. His sponsorships and general fame helped him amass a fortune of over $200 million during his stint as a player. But in 2012, he rocketed into financial problems set on by tons of gambling. It is even reported that he lost $1 million in a casino in one night. Those losses began hitting even harder over an extended period of time, as his expensive $4 million mansion in Colorado was foreclosed and sold for $2.8 million. Nicolas Cage is no stranger to financial woes or stardom. Having acted in over 70 films, his massive paychecks have been avoiding taxes for years now, and the IRS began attempting to collect in 2008. Amongst his lavish lifestyle, Cage would often find himself purchasing strange relics and collectibles, including entire dinosaur skeletons and rare comic books. While he blames his manager for his poor money management skills, we're going to assume dropping thousands of dollars on a pet octopus probably isn't helping keep money in the bank. Once one of the hottest rap properties in the business, DMX amassed an enormous fortune with hits like X Gonna Give It To Ya and Rough Riders Anthem. However, frivolous spending and getting carried away with the lifestyles of the rich and famous caught up to the rapper and plunged deep into his pockets, leaving him with an enormous debt of $10 million. This, due to everything from drug problems to failing on his child support promises, has left the once influential rap phenomenon scrounging for cash. He apparently has been unable to pay off his debts at the time of this video. Actor Randy Quaid, known mostly as Uncle Eddie in the Vacation movies, is no stranger to odd lifestyle choices. However, after failing to pay off his massive debts, Quaid found himself and his wife in the red at $1 million. Becoming paranoid the government was out to get him, he fled to Canada and attempted to evade the law for as long as possible. He and his wife were eventually arrested in California after being found squatting in a guest home they claimed was their own. They were flown to face previous charges in Vermont, were sentenced, and eventually set free by a Vermont court. Despite their freedom, it is reported that they still have not paid their debts. Like other entries, famed boxer and convicted rapist Mike Tyson refused to pay back taxes, and as a result, catapulted himself to financial ruin. Once having a net worth of $300 million, he filed for bankruptcy in 2003, and over the years, despite stabs at being a movie star and media mogul, has only further dug himself into a financial hole. It is believed that he still owes almost $10 million back to the IRS, which he has been unable to pay. His divorce court proceedings are also bleeding him out, with a payment to his ex-wife standing up to $9 million he reportedly says he does not have.